Chuck is fading. He needs to go to
It's
bed.
past his bedtime.
Yep. All right.
All right.
So
Take us home.
my best of.
Country
We're gonna
roads.
start with, and I'm just gonna pour myself a sample because yeah, we're that late in the night and I want to. So twice a year, New Riff releases special bottles for Whiskey Club members. And that is the first one I'm going to enter, which is the New Riff High Note Collection. And it is the 8-year Bohemian Wheat. I absolutely love this bottle. I think it is amazing. So, yeah, we'll go with that. I know other
Pretty
people in
solid.
this
Catering to
channel.
those heirloom grains.
Yeah, not so much, but I love it. Yep, delightful. All right. Number 2, the hardest to find bottle out of every bottle submitted this year. I know you're like, oh, Hardin's Creek, oh, cellar aged makers. Nope,
No, those
this
are
is
coming.
it. And that is the Barrel Bourbon 10th anniversary. I do believe there was only 3,000 bottles of that nationwide. So that is literally the hardest bottle to find. Luckily, we got invited to a press release. Chuck couldn't make it because I think he was out of country. So I got to go. I got to get a
I
bottle.
think I was in
Chuck
Europe.
doesn't. Yeah, Chuck doesn't have a bottle, and you know he is the barrel fan. Yeah, sucks to be him.
I wasn't
So-
invited.
No, the whole channel was invited. I didn't invite you because I knew you could make it because you know you teach and other things. You have a real job,
That was fair.
unlike
That was fair.
Chuck, who you know just does things for fun with the CIA. Keeping on the barrel notation, I put in Barrel Foundation, which is their
Good grief, what have you
5-year-old.
done with that bottle?
Oh man, it is so good in cocktails. I'm gonna have to buy another one, maybe two. Yeah, Heather loves putting this in cocktails. It's really good. 100 proof. That's really what it's designed for, is a staple just to be on your bar, drink neat, put in cocktails, do a little bit of everything. From the video you've seen before, Brian thinks it's crap, and that's fine. I will buy all of Brian's bottles. So there we
To be
go.
fair, he would say it was still best of. So top
Yeah.
30.
Yeah, it was still top 30. It was
Fair
all relative ranking, which is how I'm sure you all ranked my stuff too, was very relative to top 30 criteria.
Yeah.
It could not get below a 30. That's correct.
Yeah. For those of us in the education land, Brian just comes with a 504. He's lucky like that. So, because we always have to have one in there, I put Booker's batch 2023-02. To be fair, I trusted the resident expert of Booker's, which would be my wife. I had her blind at the time. We had 01, 02, and 03, and she decided 02 was the best, so we entered that. Since then, 04 is better than 02. So the next bottle, because everybody in the whiskey YouTube community has been going crazy for it, I picked up a bottle when I found it at Liquor Barn, and that is K. Luke Batch 6. Tried this. I thought it was really good. Again, it is just somebody that buys bottles from Indiana and Kentucky, blends it together, and says, hey, here's our product. But yeah, it's really, really good. I think you should pick a bottle if you find it. You've seen the video, you know where it finished. Let's go with probably the most controversial. One of the most sought after bottles of 2023 is the Cellar Aged Maker's Mark. I thought it was okay. I didn't fall in love with it like a lot of people, and I entered it because everybody went crazy for it. Luckily, I'm part of the subscription service, so it just got sent to my house, and I didn't have to hunt for it.
Just shows up.
Yep, just shows up. It was wonderful.
It's like those late night Amazon deliveries that you ordered when you were
to be fair,
a couple too many pours, and you're like, I don't remember ordering this.
I don't do that. My wife does, but neither here nor there. It was good. I think there's better weeded products out there, but it was fun to put in there, and you know where it ended up.
What are better weeded products in your opinion, TJ?
Some Weller 107 picks and
the one that Brian had finished better.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. And just
the weeded new riff.
weeded new riff and the
you're telling me an 8-year weeded new riff beat out a 12 or 13-year-old Maker's Mark.
Yep.
If you could give us one more question or comment on why, or if you were to speak to makers directly on the wood finishing series, what would you tell them?
Go back to your wood finish series. That's what makes you special. It's not the ultra age that makes you special. It's what you can do with the staves in the climate controlled area. So that's where you guys do some amazing stuff. So keep that up. We don't need ultra age, just regular Maker's Mark. So yeah,
and I feel like
I would try like an 18-year, if they just want to send it to us.
Yeah.
I thought like 15-year was your sweet spot there, Chuck.
No, after these Hardens Creek, I'm thinking like 17.
Yeah, maybe
18. Knob Creek 18. That's really good.
All right, so the next one, which I entered because we loved it when we tried it, and it was really good. And to be fair, I think they do some amazing single barrels. Go tour their distillery and try their stuff, and that is Peerless. So this Peerless single barrel was the Bourbon and Beyond pick for 2023, which means like Fred Minnick and a couple others picked it, and it was absolutely delicious when we tried it. But yeah, go tour the distillery. I think it's one of the best tours on the Bourbon Trail, or at least the Louisville section of the Bourbon Trail. Yeah, keep an eye out for Corky and the other owners of it. It's really fun, really cool, everything like that. Okay, so I'm down to the final four. So the first one is Pursuit United. And so this is a single barrel pick. I got to go to their new location and pull it straight from the barrel. This is one of 2 bottles I bought, so just putting that out there. I thought they were both great, but this is the one that was finished in Tennessee barrels. It is very, very good. I highly recommend doing their tour at their new location. You get to try a whole bunch of samples, and then they let you pull straight from the barrel from 12 barrels, 6 barrels, 8 barrels, something like that. It was a lot of barrels. And then you get to pick whatever you want to put into a bottle and then put the label on and everything like that. Naturally, me being me, I chose 2, paid a little extra, but it was wonderful. Which brings me to my final 3. And my final 3 all come from one distillery because it was the year of Jim Beam. And anybody that's not willing to admit that, I don't feel like they're being fair to you in the whiskey tube community.
Like the Chinese New Year, like it's the year of the dragon. This is like the bourbon calendar. It's the year of Jim Beam.
Yeah.
TJ, absolutely. Would you ask them if they don't acknowledge that to just unsubscribe to the channel? Would you go that far?
No, I would never do that because we all have our own tastes and everything like that.
Would you tell them to do a thumbs down dislike?
No, I would say if they don't appreciate the next 3 bottles, just ship them to my house. I will hit me up in the DMs, and I will give you my address, and you can just send me these 3 bottles because these.
I don't think anybody's sliding into your DMs.
Or would you tell them to troll the channel just relentlessly? If they don't
I'd be okay. Lots of thumbs up to thumbs downs because anything like that gives us interactions and we're good.
Well, there you go. Give the man what he wants, people.
No such thing as bad press.
Right, exactly. But these 3 bottles, I think, are some of the best bottles, and they've done amazing things. And that's not even counting the dinner I just went to, and I got an even older version of some of these bottles, which is very, very good, and will probably be
they have Beam Apple.
Again. What?
Ultra aged? Beam Apple?
Beam Apple? No,
it's not
Brian.
Missouri.
Is it Apple? Or
so,
cherry?
Thanks to Brian, we released that information. So 2 of the bottles are from the 3 set series. if you watched the previous videos, you knew there were two of the three we really liked, which was for Chuck, his favorite probably of the year was Claremont. It really hit all those old oaky notes that he very much enjoyed. Yeah. If you have a Claremont and you want to make a friend, just offer it to Chuck, and he'll be your friend for life.
If you like oak, just drink Claremont.
Yeah, next time he goes to Japan, he'll hook you up. Just saying. For me, it was Frankfurt. I absolutely love this bottle. It was a little less oaky, a little more caramel, buttery. It was just absolutely amazing. This might be a top 3 pour of all time for me. Just so good. And then finally, as you guys know, the bottle that finished second place that I was able to get when I went to Frankfurt and had the dinner, they had this bottle, and that is Beam 13 or Baker's 13, excuse me. And it is very, very delicious. So Baker's is generally a 7. If you look a little bit carefully, you can find an 8-year-old product, but this is the 13-year-old version of it. It comes in right at 107 proof, and it is absolutely delicious. So there you go. There are my top bourbons of the year. I think we can say, because I will release this video last, we had an amazing 2023, and I hope we can come 50% as close in 2024.
I was going to ask, do you think we left anything out? Or what distillery was left out?
I mean, there's
I guess barring the BTACs, the crazy limited releases. Did we miss anything?
I mean, I would have loved a Four Roses limited edition, but
that kind of in the BTAC lineup, right?
Yeah. Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I guess from that was the one distillery in my mind that was lacking. We've had some Four Roses barrel strengths in the past, in that Four Roses was not represented.
Yeah. But to be fair, Four Roses in a blind generally doesn't do well because it's so off profile from a bourbon.
I really loved the one I submitted last year, and I don't remember exactly where it placed, but it was not special.
Yeah, it's just hard to get Four Roses. So I guess the correct response is you've seen the best of video, you've seen Chuck's video, you've seen Brian's video, and now you've seen my video. Let us know in the comments below what we missed. And if one of the three of us can find it, we will grab it and we will enter it in the 2024 best of to see if it can hold its own with whatever we find.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'll only get it if it's like 50 or below.
Yeah. Chuck and I will cover you. Don't worry. So,
unless that's a Jack 10 sticker on it, then you pay more.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly.
So with that, thank you so much. We very much appreciate you guys watching it. And we'll see what next year holds. Like we said, Brian has finished his PhD, so he'll be on a little bit more often because I know I've had multiple comments. Where the hell is Brian? Chuck and I will give our angry opinions. And with that, cheers. See you next time.
Say
Our bourbon.